Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to share with you a few tips in regards to diaper rash. There's a lot of things out there in the internet. However, I want to share the ones that really worked for me, that are legit, and you don't have to spend like a lot of money. And during this COVID-19 crisis, you can try your best to avoid going out there and exposing your baby. So, the first diaper rash that he had was due to the medication they had prescribed me post my cesarean, and it really affected me. Like, I was having stomach cramps, I was running to the bathroom, and literally I had tears coming down because of the pain. So imagine how it affected him. Even though they say only a little percent goes through your medication, it's still enough to affect a little baby. So he too was suffering from stomach cramps and diarrhea, which caused his diaper rash. Even though I changed his diaper, like, I'm the type of person that change it right away. Like, it's 1p, I don't care how much the diaper costs, I'm gonna change that thing, make sure my baby's nice and dry and comfortable. Doesn't matter. The diarrhea was so bad and so often that it did a number on his little butt. So what I did at that time is super simple. Just stop using diapers, stop using ointments. You just lay him out on the floor or on the bed. For me, since I'm healing from a cesarean, I wanted him on the bed with me. So what I did is I laid the diaper mat, it's the travel diaper mat, I just put it on the bed and I surrounded it with diaper cloths or cloth diapers, however it is you say it. And I also put a cloth diaper on top of his penis so that when he was going to pee, it wasn't gonna fly all over the place or into his face or whatever. And that worked perfectly, and it started looking a lot better. So by the time I brought him to the doctor, oh, he's laughing in his sleep. By the time I brought him to the doctor, it was looking super good. So they didn't need to do anything. I had done my part and it was good. So this time around, COVID-19 crisis has exploded, and I'm trying my best to, well, I have actually just stayed home. I'm following instructions just like you're supposed to. And I don't want to take him to the doctor just because of a diaper rash. I mean, a diaper rash can get pretty intense and severe, so I'm not advising you to not go. I'm advising you to just call your doctor and see what he says. And if you want to try some of these home remedies that I know, or the things that I've learned along the way from 11 years of parenting, you can go ahead, but that's at your own discretion, because I am not a doctor, okay? I need to make sure you know this. So what I did this time around is I tried the whole airing his butt out, and it wasn't helping. So then I ended up switching the diaper. Instead of the Pampers that I was using, I started using the Huggies. It started to look better, but then it got worse. Even that wasn't helping. So then I stopped using like regular Vaseline, regular zinc, and I started using the extra strength zinc. And this one's a President's Choice label. This is a Canadian brand. So, but I'm sure your local pharmacy has an extra strength zinc oxide. So I started using that. That wasn't helping. And then I ended up mixing some of that with a little bit of clotrimazole, which is a clotrimazole topical cream, USP 1% antifungal cream. This is the Life brand, but you can look up in your pharmacy, ask your pharmacist for whichever one they have there. So I added like a little tiny amount along with the zinc oxide and put it on his bum. It seemed to relieve it a little bit, but it got worse overnight. And it was pretty bad, and he was crying a lot, obviously uncomfortable, and that breaks my heart. So I went one step further, and what I did is, and you can see it, and I just used the cap to blend it. See, there's some on there. I used a dime size of the zinc, a dime size of the HPA lanolin, and I'll put the links below, or write a list of what I used in the description section. And also a dime size of the Vaseline, and then a pearl size amount of the clotrimazole. And I mixed those four up and I put it. and it seemed to be helping, but not enough, because then he had like a rip on his little anus, and that did not look comfortable at all. And I'm just like, oh my god, like, should I take him to the doctor? And I did call the doctor, and I left a message asking that if I could just send a picture of the rash, if he could prescribe something. 3 days later, they never got back to me. So just something in me just told me coconut oil. I don't know. I really suggest listening to your mom instinct. And I looked it up, coconut oil. I use it for a lot of things myself. So I thought, is it okay to use it on the baby? So I just used a little tiny, like I literally dipped my finger and like a small amount, and I just put it on his rash. And I'll show you. I just keep my coconut oil in jars throughout the house because I tend to add essential oils to that for whatever the use might be. Like my husband has one for his headaches. I have one for my back rubs. That one is just like by itself, nothing on it. It's just raw, cold pressed, pure organic coconut oil. So I just put a little bit on his bum, and it seemed to get better a lot, but very slowly. So I just put that, and then I would put a layer of the little mixture that I made, and it helped. It really did. That was my saving grace. So coconut oil, who would have thought? Maybe it's already a thing. I don't know. I haven't really decided to look it up. I should look that up. But if not, now you know. And I also decided, I have a lot of cloth diapers and I wasn't using them on him, so I've decided to order the covers and try and keep those and use those more often, since I'm home recovering from my C-section, and God knows how much longer we'll be here with this whole COVID-19 situation, because Shoppers, which is a pharmacy here in Canada, they run out of the newborn diapers apparently, and I thought, you know what, sure, he's gonna grow out of them soon, but I'm just gonna be home for so long. I don't want to like run out of diapers, so I'm just gonna go back to basics and just use the cloth diapers that I have from when I had my other kids. And so that's what I'm gonna do, and I hope that these tips help. If there's any questions, just let me know. Keep me posted. I'll keep connected, and I'll be making more videos. Here's this other little guy. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Post your questions below. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. I am Anna Evans. Bye.